Me oh my. And see, this is what I mean with this show. We go for the shock factor. Hi, welcome to Embodying Mystical Mac. I'm Mac, and if you're new here, thank you so much for joining. If you are returning, thank you so much for coming back. Today, I have my little black skull with me because we are going to be watching the Wednesday Season 2 trailer. Now, listen. I have a video on Wednesday Season 1. I was not a huge fan. I think that the show was a bit juvenile in the sense that it felt very CW, but it was trying to be mature, you know? But you can get more information on that video if you want to go check that out. But today, in light of the fact that I did do a full video on Wednesday Season 1, we are going to be reacting to the Wednesday Season 2 trailer. And now you may ask why I have a little flower, specifically a pink flower here in my skull bottle. And that is because Wednesday the show, the only reason I'm even interested in coming back to it is because I just love the dynamic between Enid and Wednesday. So let this represent them both, okay? Now, because I have no tables around me, this thing's gonna pop out while we watch the trailer, okay? All right, let's get some headphones in and let's go. Raindrops on roses. Okay. And whiskers on kittens. A very creepy cover of My Favorite Things. Okay.
Anything else on your person?
Brass knuckles. Girl. Me oh my. And see, this is what I mean with this show. We go for the shock factor.
You care to explain this?
Sun cream, seriously?
Like, exactly, like, how is this believable? The moment she pulls out the taser, they're just like, what is this woman planning on doing, right? And then she goes further. Okay, already we're starting with shock, but we're getting taken out instantly because of illogical inconsistency.
Like returning
For me
to the scene of the crime. Howdy, Ruby. I already know where the bodies are buried.
Okay. Yeah, great. Creepy dolls. How fun is that?
Let's play dolls. I mean, it is a little creepy, but the curls are super soft. Made from real human hair.
Oh my.
Wherever there's murder.
Okay. That first scene instantly, like.
Every family has dark secrets, Wednesday.
Okay.
And secrets can have deadly consequences.
We're still having the visions, alright. Oh, there's the monster. Here we go. What was
You don't
that?
need to worry about me, Mother. I do my best work in the dark.
Okay. Man. Why did I expect anything different? Like, why did I actually expect them, because the first season was successful, to actually have a little bit more care with the second season? Well, it turns out they did not. They did not, because, look, I get it. It's supposed to be campy. It's supposed to be morbidly funny. But in my opinion, the best comedy is rooted, especially dark comedy, is rooted in truth and reality. And if you swiftly take any part of your audience, because I recognize, like, there are probably a lot of people who might not even, like, remark on this at all, but if you swipe even part of your audience away from suspending disbelief due to a logical inconsistency, like Wednesday not being treated like a complete psycho after laying out all of those weapons in front of TSA, and the very least not getting pulled into a room and being questioned. And granted, maybe it's the trailer, right? So maybe we just didn't get that scene. But the way that it was played in the trailer made it seem like there really weren't gonna be that many consequences, especially when we get like the whole sun cream joke. And that alone made it so the rest of the trailer, I really didn't care. Like, I just really didn't give an F, because why would I? You're already insulting my intelligence at the beginning. And what makes it annoying for me personally is because the TSA thing is a first ideas concept. Okay, the personal project that I'm working on right now that's kind of like made it difficult to sit down and batch record for YouTube and really just has made it difficult to create a sense of balance in my life lately is something that I really care about, like being good. And part of being good is this idea that like I may have great ideas for it, but it'll take workshopping those ideas for them to get finalized into what they'll become that is actually as good as I hope that it is, right? So my first idea is usually not going to be the one that I go with. And when I say that, it's not that the idea will change entirely, but it'll shift, you know, and form, and as it's sculpted into its final, or at least final draft version. And that TSA idea to me just really strikes me as a first ideas concept. I talk about first ideas concepts when I'm criticizing movies and shows often, because you can usually tell when it feels like they just didn't workshop the idea at all, when it just feels like they didn't have time to like maybe be like, okay, so that's good, the vibe is there. Can we think of something that feels more believable? Can we think of something that has absolutely no chance of pulling any part of the audience members out due to just complete and utter disbelief? So that first scene just laid the tone for the whole thing for me, and I don't have high hopes, okay? I barely remember what happened in season 1. It just kind of feels like they're gonna keep it just more quippy and more unserious, which is fine. Like, the Addams family are unserious. However, if you're trying to make, like, you know, this like intense conflict happen, and every family has secrets, and if you want to make things dangerous and all that, then you do have to like give us some real stakes and make it feel like, even if they do give us real stakes, it doesn't feel like there are real stakes the way that they advertise this show and the way that they went about the first season. So yeah, I don't know, maybe it'll be fine, maybe it'll be fun, but I'm kind of sensing that the same qualms that I had about season 1, I'm gonna end up having about season 2. Okay, well, those are my thoughts on Wednesday, season 2 trailer. Oh, thank you so much for making it to the end of the video. If you did, please consider liking the video, please consider subscribing to the channel, and please consider clicking the bell, because I do post regularly, but I don't post on a schedule. And if you haven't noticed, I am someone who does have things going on, and currently right now I'm in this like major hyper focus where I'm really trying to get this project done, because it is a project that isn't going to take me, you know, at least I'm guessing like a couple years to complete. And I have let my ADHD get in the way of me completing a lot of things in the past that I probably have really wanted to complete and kind of just let go, and this just isn't one of them. So the bell is really helpful because I'm going to do my best to keep up. I've also been keeping up with the Wheel of Time and trying to take all my notes so that I can like get those videos out. For those of you who don't know, I do commentary videos on the Wheel of Time episodes on Amazon, because I am a huge fan of the book series. So there's a lot of things that I'm kind of trying to juggle, and I really appreciate the patience with these trailer reactions. So yeah, anyway, all that long-winded thing to say that the bell is very helpful. In addition to your comments, let's go ahead and what's the emoji we want to choose for Miss Wednesday Addams? Well, that weapon scene was just absolutely so incredibly silly that like maybe do like the water gun. Is there like a water gun emoji? Literally, just do like the most ridiculous weapon emoji that you can find. And in addition to any comments that you might have on this trailer or on my commentary, like, do you agree with me? Do you disagree with me? If you have seen my original Wednesday video, you know, do you get what I'm saying? Also, do you feel like the vibes are kind of similar? let me know. You can also follow me on social media. I'm at Embodying Mystical Mac. I also have a really fun little mini covers account where I sing, and that's at Mac and the Music. Although I have been doing some fun singing on my Instagram stories on Embodying Mystical Mac lately, so join me over there if you want to see some carousels, the occasional reel that will inevitably pop up on YouTube. It just depends on when I get around to posting it to shorts. But, you know, the carousels are Instagram only, so if you want to see what I'm up to, go ahead and check that out. My description is also filled with things for you to look at if you would like to do that. There's some causes to support and just some other things to check out. But thank you so much for just being here, and I'm sure I'll see you soon-ish in another video where I will not be holding him. I feel like I should name him Harry, where I won't be holding Harry. Actually, the way that Harry usually sits is like this. All right, well, thank you very much for being here, and I will catch you soon. No, but really, like, do you see why I didn't put it, like, why I didn't keep everything in? It would have been a lot. Oh, and that tickles. Okay, bye.